Also heard the news about Javier. What's your thoughts on? Have you had a chance to talk to him yet?
But yeah, I mean, obviously, when a play like that happens to a player of his experience and been around the game, and through the course of the game, you have a sense of what's going on, even when we're there and in the moment. So, but I'm sure, as we all saw, I mean, he was processing so many emotions the day of the game and everything. We tried to connect with him a little halftime, a little after the game, and then obviously reached out to him yesterday. I know he was processing everything because yesterday is the reality of the situation. The day of the game and everything that's going on is just the fear of the situation and what could be. So yeah, just a lot of emotions. I'm gutted for him. Obviously, this is never an injury you want anyone, or does anyone want to have to deal with. It's just it's a tough one, and it's a long period of time, and you got some work to do to get yourself back. I know with his work rate and with his passion and desire to be out there, he's going to do the work, and he's going to put himself in a position to come back and continue to play the game. So that's there, but it's always a tough moment. And the team has to process it too. As the captain, is a guy that's a leader for the group and a vocal leader for the group, and so the group has to kind of process the fact that he won't be with us again for this year, and move on, and keep attacking the next game. So
How do they process? Like, I've heard you talk about this team isn't vocal enough, but he was a vocal guy.
Sure.
So how do you guys process without having him in there to sort of stir things up and get things moving?
Yeah, I think everybody processing he's close to a lot of guys in there, so processing the disappointment that he's going through is going to reach into individual guys' way. As far as the group, it's guys stepping into these roles. It's more guys stepping in to be a vocal leader, to sharing and leading from that capacity. And it doesn't have to be one guy; it can be multiple guys. The week before, because Javi was suspended, it's a glimpse of what things look like when he isn't there, and the group got a result in a tough place to play, like Salt Lake. And on that day when he wasn't with us, I felt like there was a team that stepped forward and really competed for each other and worked for each other in a difficult place to play. And so it's going to just have to be more of that, and each guy's going to have to step into, again, that type of leadership or connectedness that to fill the void that we don't have with Javi there on the day-to-day.
Have you had to talk with Dayon and what his role might be now going forward? How he hasn't had the minutes, the goals he wanted, but now here's his chance to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, I haven't specifically spoken with him yet, just because we were off yesterday, and kind of everything was going down yesterday. Obviously at the beginning of the season, Javi was out a bit, and Dayon was thrust in the position to get a number of starts. I just don't think, with Dayon coming into a role, Preston starting to fill in some spaces, nobody has to be anyone that they're not, and nobody has to try to force the issue. Again, I think play within the team concept, connect with your teammates, work for your teammates, trust the system, trust the movements that are there to open spaces for you to create goal scoring chances, and make the best decision in the moment. And all of them, including Dayon, is capable of doing that. And so that's, for me, that's all we ask him to do, and do that at the best level that he's capable. We've seen him score goals in this league. There's no question that he can score goals in the league. And so I think that's just everything that's being asked. We had a lot of talk about just doing the little things and doing the little things better, because when we don't do the little things well, they become big things. And so I think that's what I would be asking him, Dan. Just keep doing and keep focusing on doing the little things well, and those big moments will show up for you at the right times in the right places.
Do you anticipate putting Javier on the season-ending injury list? Or that's something that hasn't been discussed yet?
Yeah, we haven't discussed it, but I don't see with this particular injury a road back this season. So it's something that we certainly would have to discuss and then have further discussion on what that means for us moving forward.
but that could open up a pathway to bring someone in, right?
Yeah, if we were able to, and all that transpired, it would open up an opportunity within our roster spots, a DCP spot for the time being. It would open up opportunity to try to bring something in or bring someone in that can add to the group this year. But again, until we sit down and really process what all that looks like, I don't have a definitive play on that, but it's logical.
Mm-hmm.